Hi, I'm Diane Jones, a current accounting student at Bryan and Stratton College, and this is a portfolio project final submission for my Career Development 3 internship class. For this e-portfolio assignment, I'm going to discuss the outcomes that we have addressed and completed during this class and also during my time here at Bryan and Stratton. We've done outcome four, which is internship journal, which is locating information in the workplace journal. Basically, what I've learned through my internship is that with me doing data entry and also doing bank reconciliation is where I'm entering information from the bank statement to the register in the account. And then at the end, we reconcile to make sure all the information is correct. It will show you if the balance that's addressed on the bank statement is also the balance that reflects in the register. For outcome number 8, we have applied mathematics in the workplace journal entry, which also again pertains to my internship because we are transferring numbers from the bank statement to the register, which would then in turn basically be a journal entry where it's expenses, revenues, debits, credits, and everything is labeled based upon how it is registered, whether it be Exxon, Wawa, Food Lion, it's all broken down into a simple thing. Now, for my multicultural awareness project submission, I was allowed to think about how cultures interact in a business world. With my internship, I am actually doing it with a Puerto Rican woman who has a consulting business called More Consulting. She basically does consulting, bookkeeping, finances, property management, income taxes, basically covers the whole thing. But she has two offices, one in Gloucester and one in Newport News, Virginia, where I am. And the one in Newport News is staffed by all women from many cultures. You have me, who's biracial, including Black, White, German, French, and Irish. There is another young lady there who is African American. The owner is Puerto Rican. Her assistant, also Puerto Rican. And her partner is also Puerto Rican. So, but the good thing about this is they're basically bilingual. So they're able to help the clients that only speak Spanish. So she's covering the market on that aspect as far as speaking English as well as speaking Spanish. And each person in the office have a separate job. Like you have one person that does property management, one person that basically is the owner's assistant, where she deals with the phone calls and the emails and whatever else that the owner needs. Now, there are two offices, the one in Gloucester, which basically the owner separates her time between Newport News and Gloucester. In Gloucester, she is there on Mondays, Wednesdays. In Newport News, she's there Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and sometimes Sunday, depending upon if she has a client that needs to come in. Now, for my next course outcome, I learned in macroeconomics. You basically can apply macroeconomics theory and basic principles in economic data sets. Or basically, with macroeconomics, what I learned was that it wasn't as hard as I thought. And also, it provides students with the real world knowledge of financing when it includes, raises, the pandemic, which is the current, COVID-19. It also addresses the current housing market, as I was discussing with my professor during a class. I was thinking about renting to own or possibly buying a house. And she advised that this is probably not the best time because you're not going to get the best deal nor the best interest rates, which that's something we definitely want to have. Also, I have taken cost accounting, which basically teaches the students how to separate costs that a business uses so that they know which group it goes into and how much they're spending on various expenses for the company, whether it be office supplies, equipment, maintenance, IT, communication, salary, supplies, inventory, things like that. Now, for the module 4 in this class, we did the Holland theory and reflection. That theory is definitely a very interesting one because it kind of goes both sides, but it's definitely worth checking out. And then we also dealt with ethics in the workplace, which is something that is addressed often. Ethics in the workplace, that is a fine line, especially when you work with someone that is also in the same industry that you are. Let's say you work for a company and they work for a bank. If over lunch you discuss that this company is failing, but yet they're applying for a loan with this bank, what's basically going to happen? That person now knows information that they were not supposed to know unless the company disclosed it. So, that is all for my presentation. I hope you have enjoyed it and be safe, be careful. This again is Diane Jones, Career Development 3, Internship, my final project portfolio submission. Thank you. Bye.